So this is just like a continuation, but that's the one that was broken, right?
Correct.
So pump it up, what happens?
So from the vacuum on the inside, it actually closes the door.
That's good enough.
Yep. And then we move our vacuum to the other side. What am I doing?
Well, I guess I gotta look at the door. What does it do?
Yeah, the door's gonna be over there still. And then this should like open her wide up, I believe. And move the diverter.
So what this is called? I looked it up. This is a mixing box that they have for air conditioning cars. I don't think they have it without air conditioning. So somehow, well, I don't want to. Anyway, that's what happens. And then this one does.
So that's where the wire goes. That goes from the controls. I believe that's the hot and cold wire. So basically, you want hot, and it would be all the way to the left. You want cold, and it would go all the way to the right.
And I can see right through the whole box. So anyway, that's it. Luckily for us, the vacuum actuator was good. We just got rid of all the rest, and we did put a new heater core in. Justin checked it with he put in hot water and it leaked, and I got it for $39. So first I said I was gonna, then I said I wasn't, then I said I was gonna, then I said I wasn't, but I gonna. So it's done. Well, there's one more door here.
Yeah, so that's that vent there.
So actually there's 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Technically 4 if you include the diverter here. As far as doors.
Yeah.
So, and then this should just sweep down. I think it goes from feet to I'm not too sure. So this goes up into the center console, which has the 2 vents there. Oh, we're holding vacuum. So,
yeah, it's down.
Yeah, it's going.
So anyway, that's it. We're just gonna he's gonna put it back together tomorrow. And so let's see. There's 1, 2, 3. Was there another one?
No. So
4.
So this is the same one that this line's coming from. It's just got 2 hookups on it.
It's a push. They call it a push and pull.
Right.
So 1, 2, 3,
And then the
4, and this one, and the heater core. So as you know, we've been working on this. We're ready to put it in, but then Justin. So look at this. So I'm going to show you what the problem is. I can stick a feeler gauge right in there. This thing needs to be plain. This side, look at, and I got slop in there. On this side. So we're gonna, luckily the fender's off, and I guess luckily, even though it just never ends, he caught this.
The only reason why I noticed.
We're just gonna do, I'm not gonna take it to a machine shop. We're just gonna sand it with a freaking belt sander or something, and keep fitting it until it fits. That's all I can think of. Anyway, that's the latest thing we found. So I'm just staring at it, thinking about it. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take a feeler gauge and I'm just gonna find the right size, or whatever that gap is, we're gonna sand off or grind off or something off the back side. So they are independent. I mean, kind of, but anyway, we'll figure it out. And when it's done, if I remember, I'll show you. Hold this. So I'm gonna, just since I'm here, that was a 24 thousandths. Now I'm gonna put a 24 and a 23. That's 67 thousandths. I can feel the compression ring, but it's still too loose. So 67 thousandths. I'm gonna go another 22. 67, 77, 77, 87, 90. This is 90. 90 thousandths. That's a hair less. I'm just gonna take one of these out. That's pretty tight, so. That's 45 thousandths. This one's more than 45. I guess the point of this video is check everything.
Could also be the head that was off.
Don't even say that.
Well, no, I'm just meaning we can fix it doing what we're gonna do, but
See, it's the way Justin thinks. Let's just take the whole engine apart.
no, not at all. I would never want to take the head off of this thing.
Anyway, it's more than 50. It's more than. It's somewhere between 45 and 90. So we're gonna check it out somehow and fix it. That's it. Just push the button. Yeah, it's just an update. We got the heater core back in. Put the AC delete box back in. I had to get some new bottles, radiator overflow and wiper, because mine were just, all the ones I had were broken. I mean, I buy the cheapest stuff when I have to do this. Got a radiator with 180. I mean a radiator, a thermostat, that's what I'm trying to spit out. Got a spring for the carburetor. A good place to go is Ames Performance. It's kind of a cheapo website, but they got all kinds of stuff. Getting ready to, I got my 8-track radio, wiring harness, 8-track bracket, support, faceplate. There's the old speaker. I got a new front speaker there. You can't go over 10 ohms. If you get one of these old cars, this is what I've been told, and it says in this package. If you go under 10 ohms, which is less resistance, you could blow out your radio. In fact, they say you will. So 10 ohm radio speakers if you go with the older radios, at least my age. We're starting to get back to the electrical. We put a ohm meter across the fuse box on each fuse, and they're kind of rusted. A couple of the fuses that look good were bad, but we're getting there, getting back on track. But as I said earlier in this video, earlier it was like this morning, we're gonna take this manifold off and fix that. So every day there's something new, but that's where we're at. So once we get that fixed, then I will put the fender back on. But make sure you get this on. This, if you're doing this, get this lower hose on. You don't want to be fighting it. And I guess that's it. I mean, we've done 100 other things. Here's all the parts. Just waiting to get back into the car. And we only, we found 4 wires down there that weren't connected to anything. That's it so far. But I think 2 of them are radio, and I'm not sure about the other 2 yet, because we really haven't got back to it all the way. But this is what I'm thinking now. I'm gonna put the battery in the car. Make sure there's power going across the fuses. I'm not going to start the engine yet. I just don't want to do it yet. But I can still turn on headlights and wipers and let's see, I could probably do the heater check if I put a vacuum. If I had a vacuum source. Lighter, blinker. Well, we got to put the steering column in, but we're going to wait till we get done down in that area. Blinkers, defroster. I got to get the window down from upstairs for the rear window. Power doors. But getting back to the radio, we found out that To get the radio in, you really got to have this console out and the heater boxes out. So we're not putting we're not putting the console back in. We're not putting the heater ducts back in, or the ducting, at least this front section, until I got the radio working. Or else we have to pull it all apart again. But man, I'm getting closer every day. Found a trunk mat cheap. Again, I buy everything cheap. Not cheap, but you just search around. Everybody has different prices. Let's see what else I got going here. Got the gold steering wheel emblem. Somehow I ordered by mistake, radiator support, rubber bumpers. I bit the bullet and bought a lug wrench. I got the decal that goes on the radiator. And let's see. Again, this is just an update. Oh, then I bought, if anybody's curious, in this box right here, in 76, they had, I don't know if I said this before, in 76, I think on the 6-cylinder cars, 6-cylinder Firebirds and Trans Ams, yeah, they made them. On the left-hand side where the tack is, you could have got an option that was a clock. In other words, no tack, a clock, and an economy meter. So when I get that, I'll show that. I just rare, so I decided to pick it up. I saw one on eBay. Yeah, and this is all this junk is radio, believe it or not. Speakers. Let's see, radio, 8-track, knobs, support, enclosure that hangs in the back. There's only supposed to be one speaker in this car, by the way, on the passenger side. And I said this already, 8-track bracket. This is a piece that goes under this enclosure. The knobs that go on the radio. A lot of little pieces that you can't get in any one spot. I had a heck of a time finding them. Here's the front speaker again. You should have a bracket like this if you reach up under your dash. Hold it in like that. With this cover. It's got like a rubber gasket on it. And that's where I am. I'm getting closer, man. Getting closer. Oh, then I decided, I call up a copy place. And they can blow up. I want to get this blown up. It's just too small for my eyes. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna get like 5 pieces blown up, tape them together, and it's like $3 a page. I mean, come on, that's cheap. Make it easier to read. And now I understand about these. I was just talking about the consoles. Yeah, that must be the one that has. That must be the one that has the clock, the economy gauge. Been wondering about that. It's not really clear. It's not really clear. Anyway, I'm just mumbling. So that's it. That's the update. And let's see. There was one more thing. Oh, I think I said earlier in the day. I did switch out the heater. The heater, whatever the hell it is, I can't think of it. Heater box, that was part of old age. Anyway, this is, this one's really solid. And it says 76 on it. I'm just going to keep this, even though it leaks. In my hall of shame, again, here's one of the pistons I pulled out. The rings are completely frozen. I had to beat this out with a hammer. This is the oil filter, in case anybody missed this. This is the oil filter. This is what was left on the oil filter. but it's the wrong size. It should be like that much, so it wasn't even sealing. And here's a pulley. That's how it looked. And here's part of the fender. It was all rusted like Swiss cheese. So I call this is my I call it the Hall of Shame. So that's it.